Hello everybody, and welcome to today's stream. It's going to be a little bit different this time around. Hope you enjoy our little art-oriented stream. And if it's an art stream, joining us today is no one else but Milo. As you can see, he's all decked out and in a Halloweenish mood. As you can see, he's got his own pumpkin outfit. How's the music? How's the sound, guys? Can you hear us just fine? Awesome, awesome. That's great to know. As you can see, there's Milo. You can see his ear in there. He's looking really cute with his outfit. And of course, it's Milo's here. Patty is here too.
Are they hearing me? I don't know.
Yeah, we can hear you just fine.
Okay, hi everyone.
So yeah, for the fun of Inktober this year, we'll be doing another art stream. However, this one will be, as you can see, a little bit more traditional art oriented. Here I am with a pencil and a notebook. And well, if there's anything, I will be drawing some stuff. However, if anyone in the comments would like to throw in any drawing suggestions, we can do some quick sketches beforehand. That also can always be fun. Guess we can start with a nice little warm-up sketch of Milo. Because he's got
some
amazing looks right now. Now, I believe my pencil might be a little bit too light because you cannot see much of it. You kind of see something. I can hear his squeaky toy.
Yes, but he doesn't want.
Oh. I think Milo looks great with this outfit, Patrick.
Yes, I wanted him to be a vampire, but the wings were a huge problem.
Oh no. Was it too big for him?
We thought he was gonna get scared.
Oh.
If he saw the two things.
Oh. That would be very sad. Poor Milo. Let's see. I think this looks better, right? You can kind of see it better now?
Yes.
Excellent. What is he doing, Patty?
He's eating some treats.
I see. That's an excellent view. There we go. There's kind of Milo. Fun little warm-up sketch. Why not?
With his long ears.
The longest ears. It's perfect. He's perfect. Now I guess for the fun of it, this can still be a fun little warm-up sketch. However, let's get some quick color in it, why not? I do have my fun little brush set, as you can see in here. I have a lot of them. I probably won't be using all of them. I'll probably only use like 2, but it's still fun to have them all together like that. So remember, guys, if there's anybody in chat who would like to request for a small drawing, we can go ahead with it. You can see wash is a pretty fun little technique in which it's very fake. I think that's how you say it. So you can go ahead and just paint over stuff, and I can just paint over my sketch and have no issues with it. It's fun, it's quick, it's efficient. Milo has a longer tail, does he not? Oh, I like that idea. I like that idea. Yeah, let's go with it. I say it's a good plan. How's the music, by the way, guys? Is it too loud? Is it fine? If anything is too loud, do tell me so I can go ahead and fix it up. And while we wait a little bit for this to dry out, oh, those are 2 good ideas. I like them. Hmm. That sounds like fun. It's almost time to me. That would have been terrible. Nope. Let's see. if this can work. Let's see if I can find it. I can do this. Alright, let's see. I guess it's not. Doodle move. Move? I think it says move. Yeah, I think this is a good idea. Yeah, there we go. How about something like this? Very Halloweenish, I would say, yeah.
It's so sad.
Now, I'll be back in just a second. I need to get something real quick for my painting, and I'll be right back. Okay. Okay, I think I should have everything ready this time now. Now, let's see what else we got here. one might be a little bit difficult. Hopefully I don't butcher this one too much. Let's give it a try. Let's give it a go. Is Milo eating another treat? Oh no!
I had to distract him.
I think I made this one so I'm trying to draw the one that says Moga's Scooby and Thomas's Shaggy. That seems a bit difficult, like Shaggy is just a dude with a like a green shirt, so I mean he does have style, but
I think Thomas can do it.
I mean Thomas might, but will I be able to? That is the biggest question. I feel like there is a big chance of me screwing this one up, but let's see what happens. I think it might not really fit in this card. Let's see. Any other fun requests, by the way, guys? I think I can fit in a few, like another 2 or 3 in this page, and then we can have some fun coloring them all in. Hello, welcome to the stream. Now, what could Milo be doing right now? There seems to be some.
He lost his trait under the computer.
Oh no, that's.
So he's trying to get it out.
That is very sad. A true tragedy.
Yes.
There's not much like I feel there's not much Mo can do like to have like a Scooby Doo outfit. I think my music didn't work right there. Let's see. There we go. It does, it does. I think they're really doing some nice stuff with Scooby Doo lately. There's been some fun working with the reboots. Like I feel like they've known how to keep the franchise fresh. Like it's such an old story and the characters are like the characters have been there forever, but I don't know, compared to like other old ones, they have known like how to manage to like keep the Scooby Doo franchise keeping going and going and going and going, doing some reboots over here and there, and it's pretty neat. I don't think they're one of the few who have managed that the best way.
I just watched the first movie, like in live action.
Oh,
It's one of my favorite movies. I love that it's like over the top.
yeah, those things are very, very over the top, but it's nice.
It's a classic Halloween movie for me. I never watched like The Ring or The Exorcist.
Oh man,
That's a no for me.
neither have I. Like I'm not one to watch like scary movies, not at all. I've never been a fan. Like my parents wouldn't let me when I was young, so as I grew older, I was like, yeah, I guess I won't watch it anyways. Like
Yeah,
I don't
same
know,
for me.
like they just kind of like really made me like you're going to be very afraid of them. So I grew up thinking I will be very afraid of them, so I will not watch them. But maybe that would have been useful. I don't know.
They need to have some Scooby snacks.
How can I keep them Scooby snacks?
I don't know, they are just like a cookie. Sometimes it's just a round cookie, and sometimes it's like a bone.
Yeah, Scooby snacks keep on changing, like the way they look.
I think I saw in the internet someone selling Scooby
Scooby
snacks.
snacks. I
I would
see.
pay a lot for them.
I don't remember in the latest movie. It was like that's how Scooby got the name, right? Like from the like the cookie.
I think I don't remember. I saw that last movie, the cartoon one, but I didn't like it that much.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Why is that?
it's too educational.
Interesting.
I just want to laugh and have fun, like
I
in
see. I
live
see.
action movies, and it was a lot of friendship and the value of being together, something like that.
I see. I see. That's interesting. I mean, I didn't watch it. I just remember seeing that tiny clip about the Scooby part, so that's what I remember. But yeah, for me, my favorite holiday. Ah,
It's Christmas, I know.
totally Christmas, right? I think I'm not too big on holidays in general. Like, I enjoy the vacations that I get with the holidays, but like liking a particular holiday, I guess not that much. I mean, I could say that maybe like Dia de Reyes, perhaps, because I really like the sweet bread they do in those days. That's really good. Also, the Day of the Dead, as I guess you guys would call it like that too. The the sweet bread is also great. I'm all about the sweet breads. They're really good. Like when it's colder and you get some really nice bread that you can just like dunk in hot chocolate. So that's always amazing. That's always great. So I'm always going to be like a fan of those in particular. I guess these kind of counts, but it's like they just look like them being there, So it doesn't quite work as well. I guess I will have to paint this one in color so you can understand who they're supposed to be.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it won't really work. That's that sounds delicious, Kenny. What's the name of that bread? Any other ideas for any other suggestions for this notebook spread? I was saying we have still a little bit of space around in here that we can paint some other things. We do have space for some fun other stuff. What character? I mean, like Juno as a Muppet or as a Muppet character?
I think if we pay someone to make a puppet of Juno, it can easily be achieved.
That would be amazing. I would like a
Yes.
Juno puppet. That would be so fun. Like that one from the what is it? The Big Bird diagram. Like it's just like a person with like the face is just like a mouth.
Yes.
And that one is really cool.
I think we can do it. Let me search for someone
That would be
that
amazing.
has ability for that.
That would
I
be
won't do
awesome.
it. I would just buy a blue sock and put eyes on it, and that's all.
I would probably do the same thing.
We can we can make
Our own puppet.
yes, like how do you say konkutsu?
I you made me forget the word. Oh no.
Yes.
Contest, a contest.
A contest of the best Juno puppet
That would
wins.
be that would be neat.
Milo is going to sleep now.
Good night, Milo.
He ate a lot of treats. I love that drawing.
And we can give her like a little fuzzy texture. Yeah, there we go. There's our Juno puppet. Like kind of like Herbie dish. that kind of works. Any other suggestions, chat? We have a little bit extra spacing here still for some more sketches. You can see we have here, we have a little spacing here, and we've got this nice little spacing here. Yeah, she could totally have that voice. I can see it too. I mean, I can't make that voice, so sadly, I won't try doing it because I know it won't sound that good, but
Yes.
I can hear it.
Are you gonna post those drawings on Twitter?
I'll probably will, but I guess it just sound like. I mean, this can count for today's Inktober,
Yeah.
for sure, but probably just for today's Inktober. I mean, I could go ahead and say like, oh yeah, here's my spread for the last few days, but that's now that wouldn't be like too honest of myself, so I probably can't do that. Now, I forgot something very important for my setup. I am using rather cheap paper, so funny trick is to put up a nice paper towel that can absorb some of the humidity. So my paper doesn't pull up as much. As much. I mean, it will still happen, but it should happen a little bit less. Julio Trivino, that's an incredible idea. Yeah, let's draw Tulio. He can be friends with June over here, I think. He is the best. Oh no, this one is going to be a gouache stream. I wouldn't be able to do like a full washi tape stream because I am very slow with washi tape. Like I could try and do it like paint something with that, but I would just like be like suffering and take me forever and I wouldn't be able to finish no drawings at all. It's actually super difficult. Like I'd say it's like a bunch of suffering and pain to do that kind of stuff. It shouldn't be, but it is. Like I guess most of my washi tapes are like very thick, so I'm completely unable to see what I had drawn behind. So I try to do something and it's like, oh no, it's all sucks. And I'm just like sad about it. about this little art medium is that like the paint always dries up a little bit darker than when you just like place it in. So sometimes it does look a little bit funny, but in general, I would say it works wonders. Hello. And it's just nice being able to like mix up some quick colors, do some fun stuff. I think you can kind of see me like matching him up in there. Now, as you can see, this one is kind of darker than the other one. Let's see. It works in here. The character is not that different in tone. And I bought some cheap clearance gray gouache the other day for making my Inktober a little bit easier. But there's like the fun part, as you can see, this one is warmer, so there's this small color difference to it, so it does work. It looks good.
I feel like in a Bob Ross video.
Oh yeah, time to beat the devil out of it. But oh man, I mean I can't because I mean I could, but can you hear it? Yeah, beat the devil out of it. There we go. And for today's stream, we'll be using Natural Grade 3, Permanent White, and Ivory Black. Too bad I cannot like put on some fun little titles, just like Bob Ross would have done.
Yes.
But imagine I did just that. It would feel fancy, but it's like a fun part. Like it's fancy, but it's not that fancy. I mean, compared to like other techniques, gouache is definitely not that difficult. I think you can kind of see that. Let's do some fun little stuff. I think I can do this. Let's see.
I think it became popular in the last 2 years, I think. Like a lot of people start painting
With gouache.
yes.
Yeah, it definitely has become like more popular with time. It wasn't as popular before, but that's a good thing. I think it's a great technique, and if more people use it, more people like there will be more stuff available, and thus it will be like it's better for everyone. At least for me, it would be because sometimes it's very like hard to find material.
You have a really good memory.
Oh, I'm not doing it from memory. I have I have a reference on the other under the screen. I'm actually cheating this time around. Don't worry. It's so a fun little you can kind of see me clean up my brush like this. There we go. For the fun little Bob Ross moment. And now, if we put it here, you can see it there. Yeah. Oh no. Whoops. I will do that a lot. I am very messy. I'm definitely not like an organized person or like a decent artist in that sense. Like, oh, it's all a mess and it's all like very chaotic. But it's fine with gouache. It's not like not a I don't know, like it's not that toxic of a technique like with I don't know, using oil paints and like, oh no, I have a bunch of like solvents in my hands. That's probably bad. This one is just like water, and I'm not using like the toxic pigments, so I shouldn't die for this. Hopefully. If I do die like tomorrow, you know what happened.
We'll keep everyone
Posted.
your... Yes, yes, yes.
Like, hey, guess what? She didn't die, or whoops, she died.
You know why.
Now I should probably do a little bit more details in here. I was forgetting about that. Now, one of the best parts about this technique is like I can go and add light over dark compared to like other techniques where it's just like, I mean, like watercolor. It's just like, ooh, you already used like a dark color, you are screwed, you cannot add in any light details. But this one does allow it, so that's like amazing. One of my favorite parts of this fun little technique. Yeah, I think that's totally all right. Now, so I can say this is actually like Inktober. I'm going to do some like details. I feel like if I don't like try to like outline something, it's not like it's not Inktober. It's just using what I do this. I can trick myself that I'm actually doing Inktober stuff. Let's trick each other together. To grab some black, and this one is too watery. That's good and bad at the same time. Oh, don't worry. We're going to give him some pupils now. He can say like this. Can be like dorky Tulio now.
No, it's because it's a Halloween stream.
Oh, that's a great point.
The Coraline. That movie is scary.
It's very scary, yeah. It's a great way to do like horror stuff for kids. Really good stuff. I am a big Leica fan. They're just like so good at those kind of things.
I think I just watched Coraline from Laika.
You haven't watched any of their other movies?
I don't remember.
I would say Box Trolls is really nice.
I haven't seen it.
I like that one a lot. I mean, I like them all. I would say my least favorite one actually would be Coraline.
Okay.
It's
I have to watch the other ones.
it's good, but I like the other ones better. Hopefully, chat doesn't like kill me for that confession. Like, Coraline tends to be like everybody's favorite. Oh no. Whoops. I just dropped my brush.
Happy accidents.
Happy accidents, of course. So yeah, I think we've got Tulio in here. I should probably outline his eyes too. But I think my pencil might be a little bit too thick for that. But this one might be too thin. Let's see what happens. I feel like I might regret doing this, but we'll see, we'll see.
It looks good.
Yeah, I guess there's no regrets. It worked fine. This one worked. There we go. Yeah. There's Studio. Kind of looks like him. Any other suggestions for drawing something else? We still have a little bit of spots in here. And I think I can manage to finish another one. Now this one here is normal gouache. Sometimes you see like this other one that's called like acrylic gouache, but that one I'm not a fan of that one because it's more like as if it were like acrylic, like that kind of a technique. However, just like as if it were like matte. However, this one has like the fun little the experience that if you ever like add water to it, like the color reactivates and you can mix it up, or you can like leave it dried up in like a palette and you can go ahead and use it again. That's always very, very nice and useful. Like, my favorite part ever of this technique. But it's also dangerous because it's like if your painting gets wet, it's going to like melt away. So it can be kind of like a double-edged sword. One should always be a little bit careful with that whenever they try this technique out. Other than that, I would say it's pretty much free game. Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. Let's see. Let's fix this one. A very relaxing brand of stream, I would say. Like Milo's sleeping. We're just doing some Bob Ross kind of stuff. How very zen. A nice way to finish a Thursday, I would say. So yeah, just like as with any other like water-based technique, I would just recommend trying to use like a thicker kind of paper or something that has like a either cotton or like thick cardboard like paper. Those of us who are watching us that are like in Mexico, a good option would be like the opalina kind of paper. Because if you use very, very thin paper like the one I'm using right now, you can see that it kind of like starts crumpling up, and that's dangerous. Like you have to be very, very careful about it so the paper doesn't die on you. Ooh. Going to Puebla, that's very nice. That's very fun. I would recommend what's a fun thing to do in Puebla?
Eating
Yeah, yeah.
here.
Eating is definitely
Beach
a
is
good thing to do.
but I don't know if it's the season for it.
I think it has just ended. Maybe some spots might still have a few, but that season is over. So I would say it's like a 50-50 chance to score something from there.
You can ride the London Eye. I don't know the name in English.
The merry-go-round, I
Yeah,
think that's the name too.
I don't like it, but people used to like it.
Oh, you should try it again then. It's always such a nice technique. Like traditional stuff doesn't get like enough love lately. Like sometimes people think like if you do traditional because you like do very high end traditional stuff, like not many people enjoy like doing simple sketches in traditional anymore. Like people do it when they start learning to draw, then they learn detail and like, oh yeah, let's all do detail everything because it's like faster and less difficult and all the stuff. But it's like, no, you can always go back to traditional and draw like dumb stuff like the way I'm doing right now. I mean, I'm not doing like anything very like high end or like like professional work right now. It's just some fun little doodles, and that's perfectly fine. Not everything has to be like super high quality or like super professional for fun. Like sometimes it's something that happens like you buy some fancy stuff and you buy like, oh yeah, I mean, I can paint all this sort of stuff in digital because it's like you're not spending money because you already have the PC, so it's like you don't have that fear of messing something up, so you just like go ahead and do a bunch of stuff in that technique. However, trying out something in traditional, it's like, oh no, like the paper is too expensive, the paint is too expensive, everything is too expensive, and I don't want to like waste it in like a practice drawing, and that's really bad.
I never thought about that, like the money you spend on traditional. Like I do a lot of digital because it's easier to send it to people.
That is true. That's a good
And
point. Like,
I still waste a lot of money in traditional things I don't use. I never use. You know, I have stuff from
all over the
years
place.
ago that it's still closed.
I'm actually the same, or I was the same. I would never like use my stuff, and it's like I have a bunch of very nice sketchbooks and stuff, and it's like, oh no, my sketchbook, it's too pretty to use in like a stupid drawing, and I never wanted to do anything. So it took me a while like to get rid of that fear of ruining something, and it's like it really shouldn't be about like making a masterpiece.
But I think like
It should,
Inktober is like the perfect time for opening
definitely.
all
And
these
use
books.
next for sure, yeah. And it's what I'm doing right now. Like I had this notebook for a while, and I had it kind of like abandoned over there, but I'm finally going back to it, and I'm enjoying it quite a lot.
Yeah, the problem was that this year it was like impossible for me to do it. But last 2 or 3 years, I think I did it. But and I finished like 2 notebooks I had.
That's awesome.
But yes, this year was not possible. Maybe next one.
For me, I think this is the first year I will ever finish an Inktober. I've never been able to finish one. Like I always like start, and then it's like the third day, and I'm like, oh, I don't want to do this anymore ever again,
Yeah.
and I just like stop. But this year it's been like, oh, I want to do more silly gouache stuff. It's useful. That's interesting, Maxi. That's cool. Me, I'm definitely more like I was very traditional. Then I got like a tablet, and then I got like one of those tablet PCs, and it's like, oh, this is so much like easier. And if I do like a very bad drawing, I can just like store it in here, and nobody will see it,
Yeah.
and I'm like free. But then I did it like everything like that, and it wasn't as fun. And with this one, it's like, oh yeah, I can feel the fun of like using a, like a, I forgot the word for the thing I'm using right now. What is this called?
Sketchbook.
No, the thing I have in my hand. What was it?
Brush.
Yeah, that, a brush, a brush. That exactly. It had been forever since I used a brush, and it was like I love using brushes. It's so fun and it's very relaxing. But I had completely stopped using them for so long, and it was like, oh yeah, whatever. I'll just do it in digital. So if it sucks, I can just like erase it and forget about it. But now with this again, it's like, no, I have to do it. I have to like, I have to paint it, and if it looks bad, then too bad. Doesn't matter. And it's kind of therapeutic, I've gotta say.
Yes. There's a lot of people that retouch their traditional drawing
That's
and
true.
post it, and that's just another level for me.
Yeah, I wouldn't do
I
that.
can take a decent picture of the drawing.
Oh yeah, same. Same. I can never do that either. It's just like, it looks bad. Whatever. Let's post this.
Yeah. I don't know if everyone has an iPhone or what type of camera they have.
Yeah, like it always looks so beautiful and professional, and it's like I'm trying my best with my cheap little phone.
Yeah.
And it's like it works, but it's definitely not professional. However, that's part of the fun. I say like, hey, this isn't professional. This is just like silly sketches, and you can enjoy them with me if you want. If you want to see my professional stuff, you can. I guess you can download the game, which is still up in Steam, by the way. For those who are watching the stream, it will be up during all October, so you still have a few days to enjoy some fun little remnants of the rift. I think I'm going to paint her mouth because this gray looks weird. Yeah, that looks better. She definitely looks like very angry, but
Yes.
it works. I don't know what she's angry about, but she's angry about something. Yeah, like commenting to a real like a piece on digital can be very stressful. I'm definitely the kind of person to go like, yeah, whenever I do stuff digital, it's very, very, very rough. Like I don't like spending too long on digital pieces because I'm not I don't enjoy the way you have to do like a lot of what would you call it? Detailing, would you say? Like shading something and adding some like mixing colors and everything. It feels very slow when done in a digital way, and that gets to be rather I don't have the patience for it. Like I can only ever like do outlining. I really like doing outlines in pictures. Like that kind of technique is very fun for me. But like when it comes to coloring stuff and shading and all that part, it's like, oh man, that's too many. That's too much effort. That's too many steps for me, and I'm just like, no, goodbye. I'm just going to do it like a quick outline, just black and white, and call it a day. Sometimes I don't even bother like with the outlining. It's just like, oh yeah, the crappiest sketch possible. I wanted to use another word, but I think I can't use that in Twitch, so
I always skip the outline part.
it's the best part.
I do a messy sketch, and it's like, okay, I kind of understand it. So we are gonna do the base colors. Because if I start with the outline, it's like, well, the line art, it's like, oh my god, I can't. And it
Honestly,
starts looking really bad. I don't know how to do line art. I don't have the
honest,
patience to do line art.
but honestly, that's a really good technique, like for the way you paint. Like if you're going to focus on the coloring
Yeah.
and like all that part, there's really no need to bother with the line art. Like for more like or realistic stuff and more like shaded stuff, like you really don't need that much of line art. Like it kind of goes like to the second place, like not that important, not that like notorious. So it's like better to just go over and start coloring, and then if you want, add some finishing touches with the line art. But it's usually not necessary. Thank you, thank you. Let's do some spooky moog. Moog? I'm still unsure if it's moog or moog. I have seen people say moog, so I think I'll go ahead with that one.
Thomas is Thomas and not Thomas. I
Thomas.
think it's not Mook.
Yeah, it's
It
gotta
has
be
the
moog,
K
right?
though. Yeah,
I guess it can be Thomas in our hearts. I
I
mean,
think. Yeah,
we do say Thomas, but we do pronounce the other one very like we just said Morgan, and that's not like very that's not very much in English.
yeah. Thomas y Morgan.
Exactly. Los amiguitos. Tomás y sus amigos.
I need Adrian to post the meme of Thomas.
But I
I don't
think
know where he is.
Adrian couldn't join us today.
Yeah.
Sadly, he had some family business to attend to, so no Adrian for this stream. But maybe the next time. if people enjoy this fun little thing, we can try and do another traditional stream, even after Inktober is done. For me, it would definitely be nice. It would be nice to have more excuses to paint this kind of stuff. But yeah, let's see now. It's time to add more color to Moog. I almost destroyed this, but there we go. One fun part, like even if my colors have dried out, I can just like remix them with other stuff, and I just have like a very I guess you could call it like a light palette and just like mix away and see what happens. Other artists prefer to have like their colors pre-mixed and have it already there, but I don't know. Personally, I enjoy the fun of like mixing the colors over and over. As long as you don't have like too many base colors, it's relatively easy to like get the color again, because like if you only have like a main palette of like two, I guess 3 colors, 4 colors, there's not much variety you can get in the end, so it's you can always like reproduce the color no matter what you do. And that's nice. And once the color starts like drying up, you just add a little bit more water and you can go ahead with it again. As you can see, I feel like it's a very like novel technique compared to like watercolor, where like, oh yeah, I messed up my color, I added too much water, or I like mixed up like the dark colors and now I can't add like white highlights or whatever. It can get to be pretty difficult pretty fast, but not with gouache. I mean, if anybody in the chat does paint with this technique, you might feel like I'm painting it a bit funky in a way, but I guess for me, I have been more of a traditional, like an oil paintist. Paintist is not a word, but you can use it more like as a in a watercolor style, or you can also do it more like oil painting, and because gouache just reactivates and you can mix it again, it allows for any other of the two kinds of painting, and that's great. That's For me, that's lovely. See, this one was already dry, but I'm just going to add in my white, add a little bit of water just so it doesn't get too runny on me. Make sure it starts mixing up.
It looks so sad.
He always looks very sad. And now, as you can see, I'm grabbing some of the gray from this pot into here, and you can kind of see it. Like I have 3 tones in here. And just so we can add some of most spots. This one will be very light colored, but it's okay. We can add the darker ones later on. I'll add the lighter ones first, because if I add the dark ones, the paint is still a little bit too fresh. So it will immediately mix up and it might look kind of funky. So let's add a few of these ones before. Let's try and paint his belly. And I'm going to place this here so it doesn't fall on me. while I clean up my brush again. Now let's get some. This one here. And as you can see, I just reactivated and then I grab my color from here. This one might be a little bit too watery, but it should still work for this. There we go. I feel it definitely feels less Full Metal Alchemist and more like Orochimaru, or also is it Samara?
Yeah, it's from the ring.
Yeah, exactly. It gives me more Ring vibes.
Yeah. It just needs the water thing. I don't know the name on in English.
I think I know what you mean. I think.
Let me search. The well.
Oh,
That's the name.
okay.
It's not a word I'll use
Often.
Yeah.
Now this is an old paint I had from before, but it's just a bunch of black paint, and I can use it for my outlining. So let's do that. You see, it's a fun little paper boat. I like it a lot. There's just something very nice and relaxing about using traditional stuff that it just can't be replicated on digital. And it's not so much like making it look like the technique. Like those things can be achieved, but the fun of mixing a color and like feeling the way the brush interacts with the paper, that's just something you don't get in digital. Just trying traditional stuff from time to time, it's just nice. If anyone in chat would like to try this kind of stuff, I guess this is your call. This is your opportunity to try it out and see what happens. If it doesn't turn out at all right, it's okay. That's part of the fun. I think I can do this so it looks a little bit better. Yeah, you can look at that better, right? Plus, one of the fun parts is like you go ahead and paint it. It doesn't matter that my sketch. I mean, I didn't need to erase my old sketch since this is a very like opaque. I think that's how you pronounce it. Like a technique. It just like paints over the sketch, and you can just go ahead with it. So useful, so very useful. I should try and get a wash brand to sponsor me. That would be nice.
It would be really nice.
I sure would love that. Who wouldn't want like free material? That would be great. Please, brand, sponsor me. Make me happy.
I'll try to find some sponsors for Milo.
Oh, that would be amazing.
Yes, he spends a lot on food treats, and sometimes he eats the ones from the small bag. That I think it's meat and chicken. I don't know the name, but
I'm not sure
he
which one.
spends a lot on food.
I mean, he's still kind of a puppy. Like he's just finishing his puppy stage, so he is still ready to eat like a lot.
Yeah.
Oh man, I just gave him like a super tiny leg in here accidentally.
It's too fluffy.
He sure is. But I would say this is more like wonky over fluffy. But it's okay. I just say to you guys that it doesn't matter if something like doesn't turn out quite alright. It can be our happy little accident.
Yeah. And it's actually the most spooky, spoopy
Yeah, it feels
in
it.
the stream.
Yeah, this is definitely the one more Halloween like for today.
Yeah.
That's good. We did need to have something spooky. At least one should be spooky.
Yeah.
I'm not sure though. What should we do with his eyes? Very cookies and cream spooky. Yeah, I think it makes it. Oops. Almost destroy my camera right there. There we go. And I guess let's set up the last finishing touches for this one. Sorry about that. My camera is going to be a little bit wobbly for a second. There we go. Now he just looks sad. There's no longer spooky in here.
too sad.
He's very sad now.
Yeah.
How sad.
Poor Mo.
Yeah. No longer spooky, only sad about having like a wig on. We have just ruined the spooky vibes. I am sorry. I believe my headphones just died on me. Can you guys still hear me?
I hear you.
There we go. I hear you again. That's awesome. My headphones died on me for a second there. I think that's the world telling me this is a good point to end the stream here, as my headphones are starting to die. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this fun little traditional stream. If you guys enjoyed it, please leave us a comment in our Twitter. That would be really nice, just to know if this could be a fun little recurring stream. And also remember, if you enjoyed our work, if you enjoy this kind of stuff, if you would like to learn more about the development of the game, or just like come chat with us, you can come join us at our Discord. So yeah, please join us there. Please follow our Twitter, and if you enjoy our work, remember you can play the game until the end of October. So if you didn't get a chance to do it, now's your chance. So yeah, thank you everybody for joining us. We hope you enjoyed this fun stream and you enjoyed Milo's company. We'll be seeing each other soon. Have a nice weekend, everybody.